Bonjour, Kinamagin and Ireland Dishnikas, and welcome to this overview of our Week 29 learning plan. We will begin this video with a quick run through of our streaming page. This is found on all of our students' stream tabs, and it's something that you're more than encouraged to ask them to take a look with at the same time. We do include our daily schedule for students who are at-home learners, and also, if you happen to be sick on a day, I strongly encourage you, if possible, to join us. That way you don't have to make up material. Now I'm understanding that some days it's just not a thing, but this does give you that opportunity to be with us, even if you're not physically with us. Below that, you will see that we have our most recent newsletter from just before break, with lots of information. And let's take a quick gander at that. Just a reminder, you can get your free breakfast and lunch. There's a link right here in the newsletter. Just click on it, it'll open up. This will probably be posted on this stream before too long as well, if it isn't already. A reminder, we do have a web page and an app. That we were on spring break and that the third quarter has ended. We'll talk more about that in a moment. And then a rundown of what we're learning and some Anishinaabe Emily. We also have the link that if a student needs to email me for any reason, I will respond as quickly as possible. And I appreciate those students that responded to my emailing of this overview over spring break. I didn't expect to get that many responses acknowledging it, but I appreciated it. Some information about Mount Pleasant Middle School, and then you can see the link to the food. So let's look at our 29 remote learning plan, which isn't really necessarily remote for most of us, but does include those of you that are at home and students in the classroom. We're conducting the same material, whether you're here at home, here in the classroom, or here in a car somewhere else. You noted that Monday was no school, as you're all aware, as this email is coming to you on a Monday. The rest of the week, we have school starts at 7:45. Well, it starts at 8, but the live stream comes up at 7:45. We'll show CNN 10, and then at 8 o'clock, we're ready to start. You'll note that on Wednesday, when everybody is remote, we are done by 11:15. With the number of students that are participating in the Project Aware program, some students may be picked up before 11:15, and that is completely okay. They are not marked tardy for leaving early or anything. That's a school-sponsored opportunity. Office hours are 2 to 2:45 on Wednesday, and just after dismissal, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, I keep the live stream open if somebody needs to pop in. It's not something students are expected to do. We get off the bus and run in for office hours or anything like that. Currently, we have the 2 to 2:45 office hours scheduled on Wednesday. That may change in the near future as most of our students are involved in that other program and therefore aren't likely to attend office hours. If that's the case, you'll be notified, and there will still be opportunities for you to call or email me as I am available in that matter. This is, by the way, the first week of the fourth quarter. This is the important quarter based on how I kind of frame things, where the first 3 quarters, it's opportunities to learn, we got chances to improve, it's a progress report. Well, now we're getting really to the point of the year where we really need to know the things and be ready to move on to middle school. And that will be my focus, is that preparation. There'll be opportunities to learn more about middle school. There'll be plenty of exercises as we really try to make sure our students are ready to be successful wherever their next step is in the fall. That may also result in you hearing more from me via email and text when students are falling a little bit behind on their work. Probably a little bit shorter leash on that area, just because I want students to really understand what the dedication it takes to stay up and not fall behind next year. Right now you have one teacher that gives you a hard time and reminds you, hey, it's here, it's here, it's here, let's go. Well, next year with multiple teachers, it's not, you're not going to get that same one-on-one attention. In reading, we're going to be looking at the Let's Serve Healthier School Meals as we go into the final 3 weeks of the support coach book. So we'll be looking at some other content after that. Writing, most of us will be on Writing City. There are some, you're going to see rhyming as we're going to do a little poetry through the month as we kind of focus on those skills. There may be some students that will be doing other content in writing as we go. If you have any questions about that when it comes up, don't hesitate to ask. Math, we're continuing on our adding and subtracting fractions unit. And that unit will conclude in the next week. Science, we're continuing on Chemical Magic, Mystery 2. Social Studies, we are now moving into the Articles of Confederation and the Constitution. Our Math Review and Enrichment. Now, you'll see a kind of, again, a spiraling on the review end as some students, with the most recent data, if there's a weakness, we will address it. So it is possible some days a student might have a different type of assignment if they've already mastered a particular skill, where they might be able to do additional enrichment. And you can see we're looking at order of operations on the review end and congruent angles with a quick quiz on the geometry end. Tech, we're continuing with 21 Things for Students, typing.com, code.org. In our weekly expected basics, these are the things that are listed that used to be the independent study when we had the shorter remote days. We find time to work them in, and it includes also small group work during this time frame of the day. But things that you'll be working on include Words Their Way, that's our spelling, map skills, ST Math, which is a real nice tool for enriching and developing your math skills. I still do ask students to read for 20 minutes a day. We generally schedule that into our day, but if you happen to be at home or it's a Wednesday, it's still something that's strongly encouraged. We'll be working with a little handwriting, some citizenship, and probably even a little bit of geometry as we move into that part. As I mentioned, I'm excited for this fourth quarter. I'm glad to see all of our students back tomorrow. It seems like it's been a long time. Hopefully everyone had a safe and happy break, and I look forward to seeing you all on Tuesday morning. Have a Minagijigad, Minwa, Mama P.